Hi everyone. Welcome back to English in 5 minutes. I'm Jane, and I'm so happy you're here today. Have you ever written an important email at work and felt a little bit nervous? Did you check your grammar 10 times and still worry that something was wrong? Or maybe you weren't sure if your tone sounded professional enough. Don't worry, we have all been there. In today's lesson, we are going to learn how to ask a coworker to review your email. We will focus on useful words like proofread, feedback, attachment, and appreciate. By the end of this video, you will feel much more confident communicating in an office environment. Last Tuesday, I had a very important task at the office. I had to send a project proposal to our new director. This was my first time writing to him, so I wanted everything to be perfect. I sat at my desk and typed for a long time. I checked my sentences, I looked up words in the dictionary, and I made sure my greeting was correct. But even after an hour, I felt stuck. My head was spinning. Have you ever looked at a screen for so long that the words start to look strange? That's exactly how I felt. I knew I needed a second pair of eyes. I looked over at my coworker, Mark. Mark is very experienced and always writes wonderful, clear emails. I decided to ask him for a little help. I walked over to his desk and said, "Hi Mark, do you have a quick minute? I'm working on a proposal for the director. Would you mind proofreading it for me before I send it?" Mark smiled and said, "Sure, Jane. I'd be happy to help. Just send it to my inbox." I went back to my desk and felt a sense of relief. I attached the proposal document, double-checked that the attachment was actually there, we've all forgotten that before, and clicked send. About 10 minutes later, Mark walked over to my desk. He didn't just fix my grammar, he gave me some really helpful feedback. He suggested that I change the closing of the email to something a bit more professional. Instead of just saying thanks, he suggested I use "I appreciate your time and consideration." It sounded so much better. I thanked him and said, "I really appreciate your help, Mark. This makes me feel much more confident." He told me it was no problem at all and that he often asks others to check his work too. I made the changes, took a deep breath, and finally sent the email to the director. Because of Mark's help, I didn't spend the rest of the day worrying about mistakes. The lesson I learned that day is that office communication is a team effort. Even native speakers ask for help sometimes. Asking a colleague to proofread your work isn't just about finding mistakes, it's about learning how to be a better communicator. It's always okay to ask for a little bit of support. Now, I want to hear from you. Some people believe that we shouldn't ask coworkers for help with emails because it makes us look like we aren't expert enough. They think we should use AI tools or a dictionary instead. Other people think that asking a coworker is better because a human understands the feeling of the office better than a computer. What do you think? Let's move to our discussion questions. Please share your answers in the comments. How often do you write emails in English for your job or school? Do you have a Mark at your office, someone you can always ask for help? What is the most difficult thing for you when writing a professional email? Would you rather write an email to your boss that has 3 small spelling mistakes, or have your boss call you on your cell phone unexpectedly on a Sunday morning? Thank you so much for watching today. I really hope this story was helpful for your English journey. If you enjoyed this lesson, please click the like button and subscribe to English in 5 minutes for more stories and vocabulary. Don't forget to leave your comments below. I love reading them and I try to reply to as many as I can. See you in the next video. Bye.